Hey there, Geometry Cats. Today we are going to be looking at 1.1c, measuring and midpoints. Oh my! Let's get right to the nitty gritty. The first thing we want to talk about is how do we find the distance between 2 points on the coordinate plane? I'm so happy that you asked it. Alright, so given the points x1 and x2 and y1 and y2, find the distance between them. Well, in order to find that distance, what we're going to do is we're going to do x2 minus x1 and a giant square root thing. So I'm going to do x2 minus x1 squared. That's actually the Pythagorean theorem. Plus y2 minus y1 squared. Alright, let me show you with some highlighting action here what's going on. So I did, let's get the smallest highlighter possible. I did x2 minus x1. Right? And then since I did this side first, I have to do this side first over here. Technically, order doesn't matter as long as you're consistent. Like if you rewrote this as x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared, you would still be right, and that'd be okay. Alright? I will say this number one mistake made with these problems is going to be y'all plugging this in a calculator all at once, and you have a bad time. So number one, the first thing we got to do is find out what are those coordinates. I'm going to look at this. I go left, -5. I go left 5, actually. So it's going to be -5, comma. I went up 1, 2, 3. So that's my first point. All right, and then my next point, I'll draw an arrow. My next point's that one. And I'm going to go to the left 2. So over 2, so it's negative. Down 3. Because I went down, it's negative. Now from here, I'm going to go straight to the formula. I'm going to do square root of, let's do 2's because why not? -2 minus something squared plus -3 minus something squared. So I'm plugging in my x2 and my y2. Okay? You don't have to do it the order I do. This is just how I roll. And now I'm going to plug in my x1, y1. So I'm going to plug in my -5 and my 3. Now from here, if you try to plug this all in a calculator, you're going to have a bad time. So I'm going to break it down into pieces. Subtracting a negative makes it into a positive, right? So -2 plus 5 minus 2, the bigger number's positive, is 3. Right? -3 minus 3. They're both negative, so we add them, right? It's going to get bigger. And 3 plus 3 is 6, but stays negative. 3 squared is 9. -6 squared is not -36, it's positive 36. So I get square root of 45, which is about 6.7. All right? All right, let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep it going. How do I clear the screen? Do y'all remember? There it is. All right. So, let's go on to midpoint, okay? I'll do another distance example in class. So my midpoint, so if you have a point, or 2 points, A and B, the midpoint on this would be right in the middle, right? Now when we're on the coordinate plane, we have an actual formula given our x1, y1, and x2, y2. All you do is you find the average of the 2 points. So if you find the average of two things, you add them up and divide by 2. So for this one, my formula You add up your x1 plus your x2. Order doesn't matter on these. You could have done x2 plus x1. And then you divide it by 2. And then you add up your y's. And you divide by 2. And that will give you your new point. Okay? Let's take a look at that one. See how it goes. All right, so find the midpoint of GH given our two endpoints, right? So I'm going to add my x's and divide by 2. Add your x's, divide by 2. Okay, it's right here. And then I'm going to add my y's and divide by 2. Plus -1. All right. Add your x's, divide by 2. Add your y's, divide by 2. 7 plus 9 is 16 over 2. -5 plus -1, they're both negative, so you add them and keep the sign, is -6. Okay. Divide by 2. But now 16 divided by 2 is 8. -6 divided by 2 is -3. Right? Right. Any questions? Alright, if not, guys, this was a quick hitting video. Tomorrow I'll do a few more examples in class, and then we'll finish her up. Have a great day, everybody.